There's sort of three outer layers of the sun. There's the photosphere, that's the part we're seeing now. There's the chromosphere and the corona above that. The chromosphere and the corona, that's the solar atmosphere. Now what's cool about today is that usually we get to see the photosphere, the visible surface of the sun. But today, during totality, we're going to get to see the atmosphere, the chromosphere and the corona of the sun. And we don't usually get to see those because they're so much less bright than the sun. It takes something special, like today's total solar eclipse, to be able to see them. So that's really amazing. We're going to get to see that.
It is so cool. So I think what we're going to be doing now is sending it back to NASA's Eclipse Central in Charleston. Take it away, guys.
Thanks.
And welcome back to Charleston. You can hear these students are really excited for us. And I gotta tell you, I had the chance to interview some of them just a few days ago. The College of Charleston students are excited, and I wanted to find out what they knew about the eclipse. Let's watch the video.
All right. So right now what we're looking at on your screen is
Hello, I am Karen Fox with NASA TV. I'm here at the College of Charleston in Charleston, South Carolina, and we are going to spend some time interviewing students to find out what they know about the total eclipse of 2017. What's happening on Monday?
The solar eclipse is happening.
Monday, the eclipse.
That's the right answer, the eclipse. Are you ready for the eclipse?
Oh, I'm pumped. I've been talking about it all summer.
What is an eclipse?
When the moon moves in front of the sun.
It's when the moon passes in front of the sun and creates a shadow on Earth.
What is the closest star to Earth?
The sun? The sun?
The sun.
The sun? Yes, the sun! Very nice. Will you demonstrate for me putting these on? We're going to put them over the glasses. The music you associate with the eclipse. What have you been listening to? What are you going to listen to?
Here comes the sun.
Total eclipse of my heart.
Do 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 do.
Da-na-na, like, I saved every letter you wrote me.
So I was really impressed with how much these students knew. We had a great time here. And now you can once again see the imagery we are pulling in of a white light telescope of two eclipses happening as we speak. These again are the partial eclipses, Salem, Oregon, and Madras, Oregon.
right. As you can see, it's quite an image as that moon continues to progress. Transit is the term over the surface of the sun, getting closer and closer toward totality. And again, this is an opportunity for us to remind folks, regardless of whether you're watching this right now in Oregon or if you're anticipating the beginning of the eclipse from another location in the U.S. or really across North America, wherever you're able to view us from, that it's important that you have to have those safety glasses. We cannot stress that enough. We've been getting a lot of questions on social media, people just emailing us asking about that. You must have the glasses unless you are in the path of totality and during those brief moments of totality.
Right, and Sean is stressing the glasses, but of course you can also watch the sun indirectly. There are a lot of ways. Nikki Weil, a solar scientist, just told us that you could even pull out a colander because it's got little pinholes in it. You can use a Ritz cracker that has a hole in it. The other thing is you might even see the eclipse image filtering through the space between leaves on a tree. There's some really wonderful ways of catching imagery of it. So, you know, be safe, but don't think you absolutely have to have the glasses. That is not your only option. Should we talk a little bit about the science that NASA's
We should, but
today,
before we do that, I just want to give a shout out too to our website, because you're talking about all these great ways to indirectly view it. And again, just a plug for the eclipse2017.nasa.gov site, where you can find all kinds of information, but especially some do-it-yourself instructions on how to create some of those indirect viewing methods.
Great, we've talked a lot here about the partial eclipse. Nikki Weil, who you just heard talking, she studies the corona, that is the atmosphere around the sun. And she was telling me just the other day how excited she is that she is going to be able to see that with her naked eye during the actual total solar eclipse. So that's what's interesting. We can only see that normally from space with our space telescopes.
Right, and even with that, I was talking to one of the heliophysicists back at NASA headquarters in Washington, D.C. Recently about this, that even with those artificial eclipses that they create from the coronagraphs, they're called, in space, it doesn't give you the same viewing opportunities that we have with a natural eclipse like we're seeing now. That there's actually a couple of different layers of the sun's corona. We have the outer corona and the inner corona, and because of the way those coronagraphs work, they do not allow a good image of the inner corona, the part that's really close to the sun's surface. Only the outer corona. It's only during an actual natural total solar eclipse like we're viewing today across the country that scientists, heliophysicists, and others, and just the general public are able to see the entire corona, and that really gives them a lot more information. And remember, for these scientists, no matter where they are, they only have that brief, maybe 2 minutes, maybe 3 if you're really lucky, right in the center line of totality, to see the entire corona and get those measurements.
Yeah.
So again, Karen, as folks are looking at their screen right now, you see that double image, Salem, Oregon, there on the left, and nearby Madras on the right. 2 different images with 2 different types of telescope using to view this eclipse. It's still in the partial stages, starting to get closer and closer toward totality in just a few minutes.
And stick with us because we are going to be tracing this eclipse all the way across the country. Not only does everybody in the country have a great view, but we have some views from the sky, don't we, Sean?
That's right. Looking up from the ground is how most of us will experience today's eclipse, but researchers at Southern Illinois University wanted a different perspective. They wanted to look down at Earth to image the moon's shadow. In Illinois and across the United States, teams are using